Hello everyone, this is the first video of the series Spark which I'm going to release on YouTube. We are going to talk about Spark, Spark internals, its architecture, and where we are going to cover live examples as well of Spark with data like data warehousing. So you get an end-to-end idea of how Spark can be used and in general of data engineering as well. So I hope everyone has heard about Apache Spark. If not, please go through the videos from the start. I will cover the basics and then only I will share the live examples. Okay. So let's first understand what is the need for Spark in general in data engineering. So everyone has heard about big data, right? And we all know that even in a small company, we are not talking about enterprise company. Even a small company, the data is increasing very fast. And the reason they are able to store this much data is because data store is getting cheaper and cheaper. And we know that if the data store is getting cheaper and cheaper, company would want to store all that data. And if they are storing all the data, they want to process all that data. And if they want to process that data much more efficiently and much more faster, they need some kind of a processing or computing engine which can process all this data in parallel using multiple nodes or machines. And this Apache Spark exactly does that. So we want to make sure that in this series you understand the capabilities of Apache Spark. And here in this first video, I will just introduce Apache Spark 2. And from next series onwards, we will go through every aspect of Apache Spark one by one. Okay. Here you can see Apache Spark, as you can see in the definition of the official doc. It's a unified engine. What do you mean by unified? It unifies the processing of your data. What do you mean by that? So I would say it's able to load the data and it's able to do the SQL queries on your data. So it's one aspect of it. It is also able to do the ML processing. It is also able to do the streaming part, batch streaming, live streaming, all that. And all of this is going to be done using the structured APIs or the libraries Spark exposes. That's why it's unified. It's able to do all of these things using its structured model, which it supports. That is what makes it unified. And other thing which stands out for Spark is that it's a multi-language engine. It supports multiple languages: Python, SQL, Scala, Java, R. You can see in the official doc all of these are supported. We may be using Python more in our series. And apart from that, one other thing you need to understand, it's a computing engine, not the end storage. So what do I mean by that? Let's see that part. So let's say there's a data lying somewhere. It can be in some data warehouse, data lakes. We will discuss data warehouses, data lakes later in some other video, but assume it's in some CSV file, let's say. The Spark is able to load the data, parallelly process the data with multiple nodes or machines, and finally it is able to store the data into some final storage like AWS S3, which is object storage, or some warehouse or lake. Now we need to understand is Spark acts as a computing engine and nothing else, not the final storage. So this is something we should keep in mind, but it's simple. People sometimes forget that. With that in mind, we are going to see how Spark is able to process all this big data and how it's helping the data engineers today. All of this is going to be covered in the series. So please go through it. In the series, I will cover the video in such a way that you are able to see, if you are seeing an individual video, you will still be able to understand the information I'm trying to provide, given you have some prerequisite knowledge of Apache Spark. So, but if you don't have, please go through the series from the start. With that, I will end this video. I will see you in next video. Thank you.